The election on May 9th created BC's first minority government in over half a century, leading to a 52-day-long game of political chess. And the truth is, it's not over. So don't look away, because ultimately it's going to be public opinion that'll decide who wins. Both the Liberals and the NDP gave what were essentially victory speeches on election night. The Liberals, because they got more votes than any other party, and the NDP because a majority of British Columbians voted for change. The Greens and the NDP quickly brokered a deal that gave them more seats combined. Still, the Liberals had the first shot at forming government. And the first act of any new government is to give a speech from the throne, as an outline of their plans. But this is when things got really weird. The Liberal speech was a surprise because the majority of promises weren't in their election platform. In fact, many of the ideas come out of the Green or NDP election platforms. For example, a ban on corporate and union donations to political parties, an electoral reform referendum, an elimination of bridge tolls, raising the carbon tax. Now, there's a few ways you can spin this. You could see it as an attempt by the Liberals to work as a minority government by revising their platform to work with the other parties. On the other hand, it could be seen as a setup for a cheap political play, to force the NDP and the Greens to vote against their own policies or support a Liberal government. Either way, it was a risky move for the Liberals, as it wasn't the platform that their supporters voted for. Taking this even further, the Liberals introduced bills to give the Greens official party status and ban corporate and union donations, both concepts they'd opposed till now. The Greens and NDP voted these bills down immediately. They called them distraction and delay tactics. The NDP then introduced a confidence motion on the throne speech, which is a vote that could topple the government. And after the Liberals delayed as long as they could, they lost that vote, and Christy Clark went to the Lieutenant Governor and advised her to call a new election. Instead, the Lieutenant Governor offered the chance to form government to the NDP. This is because of the agreement with the Greens that they would support them in the legislature. That brings us to today, with Premier-designate John Horgan about to form the first NDP government in 16 years. However, that's going to be far from easy. The Liberals have 43 MLAs, the Greens and the NDP together have 44, but they still need to elect a speaker. This is someone chosen from the MLAs to ensure the legislature runs smoothly. Traditionally, they're elected from the governing party, and they stay in that role till the next election. But when the Liberal government fell, the Speaker of the House resigned. So when the NDP and the Greens elect a speaker, the legislature will be down to an even split, and the tie-breaking vote will go to the speaker themselves. Now, you'd expect them to vote with their party, but it's tradition for the speaker to support the status quo. The Liberals have argued that this means the speaker can't use their tie-breaking vote to support new policy. What can we expect at this point? There's an easy way to test if the short-lived Liberal government was legitimately trying to work with the opposition parties, or if they were just playing political games. The new government will introduce their own bills on the same issues we saw in the Liberal throne speech. If the Liberals actually vote in favor of the issues they just started supporting, then they were really trying to work with the opposition parties. But if they vote against them, then it's a pretty strong indicator they were playing games all along. Either way, it's likely that we'll see another election pretty soon. Did British Columbians vote in a Liberal government, or did we vote for change? Both of those statements are true. All three parties know this, and they're working as hard as they can to make sure by the time the next election rolls around, we're only going to see things their way. Thanks for watching. We seriously are going to be talking about much more than BC politics on this channel, and we have some really exciting videos currently in production. So hit subscribe and stay tuned.